The next is header. So we are going through all these one after another. This is the header section. So if you click on header, you see the header top and the header style, header top bar. Now this header top bar is the one that is located here at this place. The call icon, the numbers here, the email address and all that. That is the header top bar. We have top bar phone number. So you place this with the phone number. Then this is the one appearing here. Questions, call us at this number. So you may decide to change the text as you deem fit. This is the email address. Then the next thing is the ones that you see here. So get a quote is the name of the button, the quote button. Then the quote button link. This one leads to the contact us one page. So once that is where you want it to lead to, it is a different page you want to link this to. Then of course you insert the URL, the relative URL of that particular page. You leave it here and click on save changes. Let's have a look. Yeah, so we see the changes haven't been applied up here. Then these are social icons, and you modify the social icons as we continue. The next is header style, and this one helps you to choose the layout of the header. So if you look at this particular header, you see the layout of the header where we have some text up here, icons on the right hand side and a button. We have logo at the left hand side here and our menu on the right on the next line or next section. So you can choose a different format just as you want it. So the one active is the one here. You can choose this one too, which has only the logo here and the menu on the right hand side. The next one here is the one with information on the left and on the right. Then we have header top, then the logo here in the middle. So you choose which one you want, and I prefer this one, so I'll leave this one as it is. So if you choose any of these, then you can save changes for them to be applied. The next is style. So style, we have the header top style where we can make changes to all of that. And this is the main menu too. So the main menu is this one, and when you hover over each item, you see that it brings a subcategory or sub-menu, and they have these colors, a green color. So this is asking you to choose what color should show when the menu is active. So all of these can be modified accordingly here. And that is the drop down menu background. The drop down menu, these ones, the background is green, that one too. You can select which other color, your requirements. And so the rule of thumb here is that if you want to decide on the color, then of course the color is the color of the company whose website you are creating. So if their main color is blue, then of course you choose blue. So you would have clicked on this area and you choose such a color. Or you can also insert your own hexadecimal code here. And in our later tutorials, we are going to talk much about such codes. So I want to revert to the green color. I click on default. So I mistakenly skipped this part, the global style. The global style is just as the name implies, the style that affects the entire website. So for instance, we have background body color, we have text color, primary color, then length color, and all the rest here. So primary color will affect most of the colors on the website. The main color that appears on the website will be changed, such as the one you see up here, the green color here, the ones here, the colors showing here. That is the main color of the website we are talking about. So let's say that you want to change this color to a different color, say red, or according to the color that you have selected. So having chosen this color, let's save changes and see how it will be. So let's refresh our website. So we see the color having changed to red. That is the main color of the website. You see this area too. So the main color, the primary color, has changed now. There are still some areas that have the green color, and they also have the reasons why. These are links. So clearly we've made the website to display links in green color. So we can change that here at link color. So you click on that, and then if you want the same color red, you choose that here, red. Save changes. Let's refresh the page to see the changes. So we see that the changes have been applied here. Yes, so we see the main color having changed. So we see there are still some colors that have not changed because they have other sections that we can change them. So this area is purposely for the slider revolution. So obviously to make changes to this area, we have to do it at the slider revolution. The next section is typography. So this is about the fonts, the font styles, the heading styles of the website. So if you have a particular font style, font color, the weight of the font, the size that you want to choose over the ones that are already existing, click on the font area and choose which one as per your requirements. The next section is a blog section. Some settings on the blog section. So the first setting that can be modified is the page banner, the blog page banner. Let's see where this is located on a website. So you get to the website and go to the blog. So see this banner up here. That is the one that is here, asking us to either replace it, to remove it, or to leave it just as it is. So if you have a preferred image, you can upload that to override the one that is here. If you don't like such an image, you can just remove it. The next is the blog layout. So we see here that this blog, if you scroll down here, it has a layout of 2 columns. We have this column and another column at the right hand side here. The left column larger than the right column. So that is the layout that we are seeing here. We can choose a layout such that there is no column on the right. So that column on the right here is called sidebar. We are going to talk about sidebars as we continue. And we can also select another layout where we have the sidebar on the left and the main content on the right. So let's just see how that will appear. So we click on save changes. Let's refresh our page to see. So we see that we have the content, the sidebar on the left and the main content on the right. So whichever style you want, you do it accordingly. So I want to keep the default one. Whichever one you select is still fine. The next section is portfolio section, asking us about the banner image located at the top of the portfolio, whether we will change it or we will leave it. Theme section 2, the same thing, the banner image, whether we would like to upload a new one, to remove it entirely or to leave it like that. Social icons, social media handles, so that the moment you go to the website and you click on such social media icons here, it will be led to that. And it is very important because visitors to your website would want to connect with you through social media so that they can get in touch in such a way. The next is the footer option. And here we have the footer logo, as you can see, located here. Whether we want to upload a new logo or to remove it. So if you want a new one, you do it accordingly. If you want to remove it, you do it as such. Then the next one is, do we want to show social icons at the footer? These icons at the footer, do we want to show or hide? So if you want to show, you show. If you want to hide, you click on off. Then the next is the copyright statement that is here. So you can change it accordingly. So 2020, then your website's name can appear. Then the all rights reserved statement can equally be there. You click on save changes. There is an option here for us to choose footer style. So this current style, if we don't want this and we want a different style, we can choose that one. So let's choose a different one and see how it will appear. Let's choose footer style 2 and see how that one will appear. Refresh the page. So this is the second style of the footer. It's a bit different. Let's explore the next one, footer style 3. You see that one too is very different from the other one. So whichever one that suits your needs, you just leave that one, you save that one, and the changes will be applied. The next is 404 error page. Now what is 404 error page? This page has the goal of keeping visitors on the website even if they attempt to visit a web page that doesn't exist on your website. So let's use an example in this case. Let's say that I enter my website address as a customer or any random person /contact. This URL doesn't exist on the page. So instead of sending the person away somewhere else, it still brings the person to my website, but to an error page not found page, so that I will be able to retain the person to check out other pages. So of course the person can navigate up here to check other pages, or down here to check other elements or pages that are existing, so that it doesn't send the person away from the website. So we can make it creative instead of just leaving the 404 as you can see here. We can modify it accordingly.